Hey there, welcome to KiddNation Extra, everybody.
Extra.
Big Al Max, a happy man. He had a nice date this weekend.
I did.
Kelly, how was your weekend? What'd you guys end up doing?
It was busy, man. We had baseball and church, and oh man, there's some other stuff I'm forgetting. You know how it's all just kind of blur because you're so busy.
Think back to like what you did.
With the blended family, you just got married with Alan. Alan has 3 kids of his own. Will there ever be a time that everybody's playing something at the same time?
Yeah, I'm sure, because we've got one involved in tennis. But it's good. You know, it's kind of good. They're all different: tennis, soccer, baseball, and volleyball.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So this weekend it was baseball and soccer.
You're gonna have to hire more parents.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Right.
definitely need more than that. I totally forgot I was a tooth puller this weekend.
Oh, really?
Not for my kids.
For Kenzie?
Not for my wife.
For your dog?
A different kid, Al.
Oh.
We were at our friend's house on Friday. I totally forgot about this until you reminded me of you do things until you think about it, and then I thought about it. We were at our friend's house having a kids' play date or whatever, and the kids are playing around, and Kenzie's friend comes up to me, Christina, and says, "Hey, Capri has a loose tooth. She really wants it out. Do you mind pulling it out?" Now, her dad was standing right where you're at, Al, feet away from me.
But he can't do it?
So my first thing that I did was I looked at him and I looked at Tony like, is this cool? Because I get a little protective of my kids, and that's my territory. I'm territorial when it comes to that.
Obviously, he's not a dentist.
No, he's not.
But then again,
He's a businessman.
But you don't want to hurt your kids, so you don't have the emotional attachment he would have.
Right.
You know?
So I looked at him and he just smiled. And I thought that was
Like,
cool.
I'm glad I don't have to do
so
it.
I said, sure, I would love to pull teeth out because that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So I walked out there with a napkin, grabbed a hold of her tooth, tried to pull, did not come out.
Okay.
But it cracked a little bit. You know how it goes, it's stuck
you
on
kinda
something?
feel,
Second time around, I reach in there, and it's weird reaching in a kid's mouth that's not your kid because you could tell she was scared. And I pulled it, and this time I actually had to put some effort into this.
How old is this kid?
She's my son's age. She's 6.
Okay.
So I actually had to put some effort, and it was a pull.
Yeah.
And it made that noise like it was stuck on some
Crunch.
skin on the,
Yeah.
And I pulled it out, and she looked at me, and she was smiling, right?
Yeah.
Smiling. And then I saw the tears welling up, but I'm trying to get her not to cry. So I'm like, Capri, you got a tooth. You're going to get some money. And she goes, I'm so happy. And tears just started flowing
It's
because
emotional.
she was bleeding. It probably hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
So now I get it. I'm the bad guy. Mom and Dad got off.
Yeah.
So Capri's always going to be afraid of me, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I didn't know that.
Well, it's good to know that you're there for your neighbor's wife. Anytime she needs something, you can step in.
Yeah. Well, they're not my neighbors. They're our friends. But yes.
Same principle.
Same principle, Big Al Mac. How was your weekend, Jenna?
It was fun.
Yeah, what'd you do?
What did I do?
I don't know. We're asking.
Any
I
dates?
slept, yes.
slept? You had a date?
Exercise.
Date?
I
Breeze past the date part? Date?
am going to breeze past the date part because I feel like I'm in that window of time where it's super important to like not ruin it.
Let her breathe.
Playing it cool, not ruin it. I feel like once you're like in love and things are established, then you can talk a little more about the relationship.
Yeah.
But I'm so uncertain, about someone else's feelings for me that I don't want to ruin it.
Gotcha. Solid.
I felt like that for about an hour.
Yeah, I'm just different than you. Like, I don't post a whole lot of photos of a significant other. That's just me.
Yeah.
Nothing
I get
wrong
it.
with
I
doing
get
it,
it.
but you're into that.
Do it
so.
your own way. It's just whatever works,
I post one here and there.
Yeah.
But I'm married to her, so I
Well,
think that's cool.
Everyone's different.
Yeah.
Everyone's different. Nothing wrong with it.
We got the question of the day from Crystal.
All right.
Okay?
Did anyone have strict parents?
Mm,
Big Al.
my parents were strict to a point, but they let my sister and I find ourselves, I guess I should
Oh, okay.
say. Like,
They give you leeway?
Yeah. And I'm glad that they did. I mean, I think I have a degree of street smarts because of that.
And on the other side, are you a strict parent?
No, I wouldn't say that. I don't put up with BS,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say that I'm strict.
Okay. Kelly? Strict
My parents didn't have to be strict. we were good.
You were just good?
We were good. We didn't. I mean, we'd sass.
But
and-
curfew and TV and all that, you free range?
I mean, we didn't do a lot of that stuff. We didn't go out. We just didn't do that. We came home when we were supposed to. We weren't sneaking alcohol. We weren't.
Yeah.
We just didn't do anything that required strict rules. Until we messed up, then the rule was imposed. But
Wow. What about you as a parent? Are you a strict parent, do you think?
I don't think I am, but I haven't really had a lot of reason to be.
But Michaela's pretty
She's only
good
11
girl,
too,
yeah.
and it's
Too.
like she hasn't reached her, wild and crazy teenage years.
Yeah.
but-
Full potential.
Yeah, I mean, until they give me a reason to. I mean, I remember I did have a problem with my dad snooping in my private stuff at one point, and I
Yeah.
had to say something
Yeah,
about
that's a little bit.
that.
That's a little strict right there.
Because he's like,
That's
if you're in my
very strict.
house, I have a right to see, and I'm like, I don't understand.
That's strict? If you're in my
Yeah.
house, I have a right to see. That's a strict parent.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
That's
Yeah.
a rule.
But
If
it
it's
wasn't-
your house, yeah, I'm down with that.
But
Come
it's
through
his
my
house.
closet and just randomly look.
You should allow your kids to have privacy.
Yep.
There's
that's not cool.
You're teaching them that you got to respect other people's privacy
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
deal. Yeah, I
So
get
until
that.
she gives me a reason, I don't have really. No,
I'll
not
give
strict at all.
I am going to spy on my kids. I'm going to know where they're at all times.
Okay,
Just
see?
get me right on that
Are you
one.
gonna get the app on the phone?
Uh-huh. I probably will. Just because I feel like it'll make me sleep better.
So you'll
if they're
be Mr. Strict probably.
I'm not too strict. I think I balance the fun and joyful part of parenthood with the very strict. I can get strict, but if you break the rules.
You shame me as a parent, honestly,
Why?
because y'all are always outside doing stuff,
That's on my wife. That's Kinsey.
and I don't want to go outside.
Yeah.
I don't want to go outside. It's hot.
Mom, let's go out and play.
I have to put on lots of sunscreen,
Uh-huh.
and I don't want to go outside.
I mean,
And you were always outside with your kids doing something,
Right.
And that's just like, man, I'm a bad parent.
I will give all that credit to my wife. I go out there with them once in a while, but she's the one that organizes all their activities, and so I'd give that to her.
at least you go out with them. Because
But-
when I was growing up, she's like, go outside.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, we
times
go
have
play with them.
changed. But
You can't let them
Yeah,
anymore.
guys
You're
are
too
great.
scared.
I wake up yesterday morning hungover. I'm like looking at Kinsey's stories. You guys are roller skating. Claudia and Steven, my other really good friends, they are always outside doing
Yeah.
something with their kid. They're like with the dog, Sid.
You just want to get their energy out somehow. And I
Yeah.
think I learned a lot too from my parents because my parents were extremely strict. My parents were the strict where if I got a B in the early stages of my going to school, if I got a B, I'd be grounded for the weekend.
oh my,
If I got a C, I was grounded for a month.
dude, we celebrate. I put the C in celebrate.
If I walked into the house a minute after the light had turned on outside, because that was the rule.
Yep.
Lights turn on, you better already have been in the house. If I walked in a minute after the lights were on, the chancla was already waiting for me. Like it was right there. So
Yeah.
my parents were very strict, but I think they were just not messing around because they wanted me to focus so much
Yeah,
after moving
I get
from
it.
their native land
Yeah, I
to
get
the
it.
United States where they didn't know anything. So they didn't want me screwing around
And
at
then
all.
look at with your sister.
They were very
complete
loosey-goosey.
opposite.
Very loosey-goosey with my sister. Yeah.
There's how much of an age gap?
12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
See,
They got accustomed
You're mellow.
They got accustomed to the United States as well. They learned the culture and society, and I
Right.
think that helped them with my sister a lot more than me. Jenna, what about you?
Super lenient, but I was a really good kid too. I got into trouble once when I was in high school and got a little grounded for that. Like wasn't allowed to do much that summer because I got in a lot of trouble. But until then, I was kind of able to do whatever I wanted
Yeah.
because I was just a good kid. We were always really honest with each other too. I would tell them what was going on, and but yeah, I never had any real rules.
Some issues.
Yeah, I was just good for the most part. I played so much soccer, I could never really get into much trouble.
Did you ever like JC? This might be a guy
A
thing.
boy question?
Did you ever like know you were in trouble before you got into trouble, and then you start doing stuff to make the trouble not to seem so bad anymore? Like I would start cutting the yard. If I knew I was in trouble, I'd crank up that lawnmower and I would be mowing the yard when my daddy got home. I'd mow it twice if I had to.
My mom would get home, and if my room was clean, she would automatically ask what happened.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
What you talking about, man?
did
I
you
just want to
do?
clean my room. Yeah.
We do
Yeah.
that when we get married too.
100%, man. I take out the trash. Kinsey automatically. What'd you
What'd
do?
you do? What'd you do?
Why's
Yeah.
the trash taken out? I'm sorry, I
Right.
felt like taking it out, man. What's up? If you want to be the question of the day, make sure you drop it in the comment section. We'll give you another extra tomorrow, and make sure you join us. We got another Ultimate Lunchbox to give away. Mm-hmm. Ethan Hawke is going to join the show.
Yes, he said Ethan Hawke.
Yep, Ethan Hawke, the movie star, also writer and director now, and producer and all that good stuff because he's very rich now. And that. And also, we want to know if you're crazy. Call us in for Does That Make Me Crazy? We'll see you tomorrow, Kid Nation. Bye.
Bye.
And watch the TV show last week, Kid Nation TV this week.
That's right.